Hello, everyone. I hope everybody has had a good week and has had a good weekend. And welcome to those of you who have joined me since the last time I made one of these videos. So, once again, I'm Dr. Sakato. And this week, week 2, we're actually going to be looking at the first of the texts that you're going to be writing on. This is the first of the texts that you'll be analyzing. It is Susan Glaspell's Trifles, and you want to be sure that you have read this story by no later than Wednesday because you got to do a discussion board post on it. If you have any problems at all accessing the text, please send me an email or a text. Please let me know. My contact information, I know that Dr. Spencer's name is still, his name and number are still on the instructor's virtual office page, but my name and number can be found under your syllabus link. So please, if you need to get a hold of me, if you have a question, if you need to access or you need some access to the text of the play, let me know and I'll see what I can do about it. Also, since we're starting off with a play, it is my very strong belief, because I am a theater person, that plays were meant to be seen. You're not just supposed to be reading the text in a classroom setting. You're supposed to actually see what they look like in a production. So to that end, I am going to include on your announcements page and also in your week 2 folder a video. This is the most recent one that I found of an adaptation. It's a little like a screen adaptation, but they stick to the text of the book. So if you want to see what these characters look and sound and move like, please take a look at the production, because this was written with the intention of being seen, not simply to have the text read. So be applying your thoughts about the elements of story and all the questions that need to be asked. Who are these characters? How would we describe them? How would we define them? What do they love? What do they hate? What do they want? How do they feel about the people around them and the world in which they are caught? And what is the main conflict of the play? What does the play revolve around? How are symbols used? There is so much symbolism in this particular play. And one of the reasons that this is an effective play to start English 102 with is because, well, it's basically two women at a crime scene, and they are analyzing the crime scene. They are looking at the details and connecting the details to the idea, finding meaning in the small things, hence the title Trifles. So what you are doing when you are analyzing English 102, when you're analyzing texts here in English 102, is you are looking at how the small details compose the big picture. In particular, you're connecting the details to the theme, the small details to the big idea, which again is something like what Mrs. Peters and Mrs. Hale are doing. So maybe learn a little of that from these women. Seem like very ordinary women caught in an unusual situation. And it's interesting to see how they handle it and what their actions say about what they believe. So I'm looking forward to reading your responses. Please remember that when you post in your discussion board, you need to have the original post posted by Wednesday, by the end of Wednesday. Then you're going to want to be sure your responses to two of your classmates at least 2, but 2 is all you really need to get the remaining points, because your first post is worth 6 points, and that's due by Wednesday. Your second posts, or your second and third posts, those are due, you need to have those done by Sunday. So you get 2 for each one. 2 plus 2, 4, 6 plus 4, 10, and there are 10 weeks. So at the end of 10 weeks, if you participated regularly in the discussion board, you should have 100 points for your discussion. And considering that that's 30% of your grade, it's really well worth keeping up with. So if you have just added the class, I know that dropping and adding is very much a thing the first 2 weeks of class. You can still post in the week 1 discussion board. So please do not hesitate to do so. Anyway, good luck with the week. And as I said before, let me know if you have any questions.